Most people don't think about what would happen if the power went out for 3 days straight. Not a few hours, 3 full days. No refrigerator, no lights, no way to charge your phone, no heat or air conditioning. And if you're being honest with yourself, you probably don't have a plan for that. Most Americans don't. But here's the thing. Setting up your home to handle a 72-hour outage is not as complicated or as expensive as you might think. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to start. Let's talk about what actually happens when the grid goes down for an extended period. The first thing most people notice is the refrigerator. Food starts warming up within 4 hours. After about 4 hours at temperatures above 40 degrees Fahrenheit, perishable items begin to enter the danger zone. Within 24 hours, you're looking at spoiled meat, dairy, and leftovers. That's not just inconvenient, that's money thrown away and a potential health risk for your family. The second thing people struggle with is communication. Your phone battery will last maybe a day with moderate use. Once it's dead, you're cut off. No weather updates, no contact with family members, no way to call for help if something goes wrong. And if your home uses a well pump for water, that stops working too. No electricity means no running water in a lot of rural and suburban homes. Then there's lighting and temperature. During winter, a home without heat can drop to dangerous levels within 24 to 48 hours depending on insulation. During summer, heat buildup indoors becomes a real risk, especially for elderly family members or young children. These aren't worst-case scenarios. These are predictable outcomes of a grid failure that lasts longer than a day. The good news is that you don't need to spend tens of thousands of dollars on a whole home solar installation to get through 72 hours comfortably. What you need is a layered approach, covering your most essential needs first, then building from there. The first layer is power for communication and lighting. A portable power station in the 300 to 500 watt-hour range can keep your phone charged for several days, power a few LED lights, and even run a small fan. These units cost between $150 and $300 depending on capacity, and they charge from a standard wall outlet before an outage, or from a portable solar panel during one. This is your foundation. It keeps you connected and gives you light. The second layer is food preservation. A quality cooler packed with ice can keep food safe for 48 to 72 hours if you minimize how often you open it. A chest-style cooler retains cold far better than an upright model. If you want to go a step further, a 12-volt portable refrigerator can run directly off your power station and keep a small amount of food cold for the duration of the outage. These draw very little power, around 40 to 60 watts, and can run for a full day or more on a mid-size battery unit. The third layer is water. If your home uses a well pump, this is where things get more complex. The simplest solution is to store water in advance. FEMA recommends 1 gallon per person per day as a minimum. For a family of 4 over 3 days, that's 12 gallons. 2 large water storage containers from any hardware store. Store them somewhere cool and dark and rotate them every 6 months. This costs almost nothing and solves one of the most critical problems in an extended outage. The fourth layer is temperature management. For cold climates, a propane heater rated for indoor use can keep a single room warm enough to be safe. Make sure it's rated for indoor use specifically. This is important for safety. For hot climates, battery-powered fans and keeping curtains closed during the day can make a significant difference. Portable evaporative coolers also work well in low humidity areas and draw very little power. Now let's talk about how these layers work together. On day 1 of an outage, your power station handles your communication and lighting needs. Your refrigerator food is still safe for the first 4 to 6 hours. You fill your cooler with ice and transfer the most important perishables. You have drinking water stored. Day 1 is manageable for almost anyone with these basics in place. By day 2, your power station may need a recharge. If you have a small solar panel, even a 100-watt panel, you can top it off during daylight hours. Your cooler is keeping food safe. Your stored water is handling drinking and basic hygiene. You have light, communication, and a way to stay at a safe temperature. By day 3, if you've planned correctly, you're still comfortable. You haven't panicked. You haven't had to throw out your refrigerator contents. Your family has had consistent access to light, water, and communication. That's the goal, not luxury, just stability. The total cost of this basic setup, a mid-size power station, a quality cooler, a small solar panel, and stored water, runs somewhere between $250 and $500 depending on what you already own and what you choose to buy. That's a one-time investment that protects your family for years. The most important thing is to start before you need it. Every piece of this setup is useless if you're buying it during or after a storm. Planning ahead is what separates a manageable situation from a genuinely dangerous one. If you want to go deeper on this, I put together a complete step-by-step guide. The link is in the description. It covers everything you need to get started, without expensive equipment or complicated setups.